We're talking startups today, and I'm joined by Heidi Laurent-Domenig of BUTIA SCHLERIN CAFÉ CREATIV. Hi, Heidi.
Hello, Tanya.
So this is what you do, handmade ceramics and tablecloth with patterns typical of the Engadin, which you sell in your shop and your cafe. Tell me, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I love our culture and I love our houses, and nowhere you can buy something from our culture. You can buy a lot of nut cakes or a lot of specialty cakes, but I want to create something sustainable and you have a long memory from our valley. And so I create on the ceramic and on the clothes our brand Sgrafits Engiadinais.
Okay, so this is Sgrafits Engiadinais.
Yes.
Usually we know them from the houses in the Engadin, right? And these was invented by yourself, right?
Yes, exactly. My mom works a long time with ceramics. He has a long experience, about 14 years. And so we started with ceramics to professionalize it and with the innovation stamp technique on our products.
Okay, so these stamps was invented by you?
Exactly, yes.
Your mom started this cafe over 20 years ago, and then 10 years ago you joined, and then at some point you started doing this ceramics. I was wondering, why was a cafe not enough? Why did you expand to have products as well?
Well, the problem is we have tourists in our area, but we have seasons. We're working to seasons times. We start in the middle of December, like Easter. Then we have low season, like middle of July, and then we start to go on. And the idea was to have something that you can buy in our shop. It must be unique, it must have a tradition, and we are the only one who made it.
So when there's low season, you have less to do?
Exactly. The problem is when it is low season, we don't have any people in the valley, we don't have any tourists in the valley, and now we have the online shop, so we can get a little bit more work in this time.
How is that working with the online shop?
Very, very well. It is very good for us, the online shop, but it needs a lot of money to be on the, how you say?
On the website?
Yes, on the website. You need a lot of time and money to get started again and again and again, to be on the top on Google, for example, that the people are finding you.
Do you also offer your products on other platforms?
Yes, we have a lot of resellers now. And they order then our products, and we bring them, or we made them by post. And so it works better on the low seasons for us, yes.
You once said that your goal is to become as known as the Engadin specialty, the nut cake, the Engadiner Nusstorte, and that you want to generate more jobs. So I was wondering, where are you in this, in achieving this goal?
Well, you must know Saint is not a big village. Saint is on the heart of Europe, but it's not a city. It's really a little village, and we are trying to make some fairs, 2 fairs in the year.
So you go to fairs outside?
Exactly. Okay. So we bring our products to the people, to the big cities. For example, Zurich and Curie are doing the fairs. And so the people saw us and knew us, and then they go back to the shop and order so on the shop. But we are working on it.
So the goal is to become more famous?
Yes,
and richer as well?
I hope in about 10 years.
But you can live from what you do?
Yes, we are living now from that what we're doing, my mom and I, and it's growing. It's growing not fast, but we are growing.
So when you say growing, how do you sense that compared to, let's say, 2 years ago?
Well, for example, we have new products in our shop. We want to make some bedwear. The customers ask us if it is possible to have some bedwear. We have now a big client who ordered our ceramics.
Who is that?
I can't tell you because I made it yesterday.
Oh,
it's very,
congratulations.
very news. And so we are growing in ceramic and in clothes.
So you said you have a big client now. Is it a Swiss client?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a big reseller.
Exactly, yes.
So we probably might see your ceramics maybe, I don't know, in a
maybe in
big
the
shop.
canton Graubünden you will see it.
So in 2018, your mother and you won a startup prize of the Graubünden. You got 3,000 Swiss francs.
It was a great publicity for us because we saw a lot of people saw us in the TV, they saw us in the newspapers, they heard us in the radio stations. And this publicity you cannot pay like startup. And so it was for us more important to have the publicity. The money was great as well for us, and we make a little wellness time trip together. But for us was more important the publicity.
Talking about publicity, before we started the interview, we were talking about your name, BUTIA, SCHLERIN, CAFÉ, CREATIV, and you explained me what it means. BUTIA is a shop in Romansh, and SCHLERIN is the seller, right? Because your place is there. It's quite a long name, and you've worked with PR people that advised you to have a shorter name. Why didn't you change it?
Well, it is so. In our small village or in our valley, they knew everyone BUTIA SCHLERIN because they knew they make ceramics, they make clothes. And the problem is to change a name after so a long time. You have to do a lot of publicity again in our valley to show you are here, you are again here, or you are changing name. So we go on with this name, and maybe someone we will change it, but I don't think so.
Okay. So you've worked with these PR people. Tell me a little bit more. Why did you do that? Is it to expand more? And did you take something?
Well, my idea was to get new input, to see what are we doing wrong, what can we change, or what can we do better. But is it so? If you do something, you have sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you make a mistake, sometimes you have to change direction. But the idea was every time great. Every people told us it's a great idea and you must tell the story about your product. And so the people will have emotions, and with the emotions you will buy the product. And so, yes, we have a lot of experience with the PR, but we are doing our way. Because it was just a help for us to see where we are standing, what we can change, what we can do other. But to do, you have to do by yourself.
When you started doing that, did you have a business plan in mind, or did you just try it out from the beginning?
No, I started with a business plan because all say you need to have a business plan. Okay, I do it, a business plan. I go into the bank and say, listen, that's my idea, that's my business plan, that's my goal, what I will to be in 5 years. And the businessman of the bank says to me, forget it.
Really?
Do it your job and forget it. I was going out and I was saying, no, I don't will forget it. I do it by myself. I had my money, and so I started with my money by myself.
Okay, wow, so they did not give you a credit and you had to go with your savings.
Exactly, because I was a woman, I was 30 years old, so maybe family and children was on the next plane, and it was too much risky for them.
Too much risk. And so during that time, so before you were still, when you started that, during that time you even became a mother, right?
Exactly.
And you still stick to your plan?
I still, it was a little bit slower than normally when you don't have kids. I have now 2 kids, one 5 and one 9 years. And it was going a bit slower, but I do it.
How did you knew that it was going to work? Because, I mean, taking your own savings, you risked yourself, you risk your own.
I had this idea, and I was believing me, and I had my family who said, yes, do it. It's a great idea. And so I have done.
How important is it that you have the backup from the family?
Very important, I think, because if you make a mistake, it doesn't work. If you don't get 1 month so much money that you like. So it is very important to have something who is saying, no problem, we are do it, or try it again, and it will be good.
And what was the nicest thing that happened so far? Was it this prize that you won?
Yes, that was certainly the best or the biggest
recognition.
Yes, that we have it.
So you knew you did it, or?
Exactly, we knew we did it, and all people who say, yes, this lady down there, they are making her ceramics, they now our products, and they are
They see
they
it's
see
alive.
that it works. That an idea is that the idea was to other people and they like it.
And do you think you inspired other people around in this small valley to also do their own thing?
I hope so. I hope so. I hope that a lot of women will do that what they believe in it.
You think that's as a woman it's less easy?
I think so, yes, because if you start, you get maybe children, you are mother, you have family, you have a lot to do. That's normal, that's the life. But I think as a woman, it's not so easy to get a startup or to get a business, yes.
Did you ever meet the banker again that didn't give you a credit?
Yes. I meet them on the prize on this day.
Oh, when you won the prize.
Yeah, exactly. And he just was laughing. And I say to you, I will get it.
That's amazing. And what are the next plans? Do you want to expand more?
Well, we have new products that we will do, the bedware and the ceramic lamps, stand lamps that we will do. And maybe we want to expand, yes, but
if you think expand is international?
No, international. We are too small to expand international, and I don't want to be so big to have 150 employers. If I had 10, it's okay, but we want.
So 10 is the goal.
10 is the goal, exactly. And yes, I think on the other valleys over Engadin, we will to expand and to find a good partner how we can work together, yes.
But you will sell things outside, so from the online shop you can sell to international?
Yes, that's no problem. You can order from USA, Australia. We have as well customers from the USA and from Australia, and we make the parcel and we send it. So that's no problem.
Okay, Heidi, well, I wish you good luck on your journey. And thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yes, I was very glad to be here. Thank you very much.